Hey, everybody. We are here. My boy Matt's here. We are going to hang out and have a good time. We're going to talk about cards. We're going to chill. Matt and I have been kind of having similar experiences hunting cards down, and with everything going on in the hobby, especially with the heritage auction coming up and a couple other really interesting topics that are coming up for sale, I've been noticing an uptick of things coming up and situations coming up. So I wanted to bring Matt on because A, I haven't hung out with him, and B, I really just wanted to have a fun night talking about cards. And why not do it on air with all of you beautiful people? Anthony, what's up, man? I got to get on a phone call with him, pulling fire. What's going on? Hey, congratulations on that PSA Human Torch 94 Marvel Masterpiece. Beautiful piece. He got a gem in 10 from Maddie, which is a crazy hard grade for that card. What's up, gents? Hey, Forest Moon. I love it. Forest Moon and I have been having the best conversations about things, which I got to fill you in on, Matt. But it is the collection he's putting together is insane. Claws out. What's up, buddy? Hey, Cashra. Too much man beauty. This is the fullest your beard has been.
I'm going with it, you know.
It's gorgeous. It's like really nice.
When this finally matches with this, it's going to be interesting to see the whole kind of fade to gray.
The whole gradient.
Oh, look who's hiding in the background there.
Hey, William. Hey, buddy.
Going.
Jeez. Hey. And then we're talking about beards, and then we got this guy putting us to shame.
This guy putting us to shame here. Oh, my gosh. Awesome. All right. Well, this is fantastic. Let's go ahead and hey, Hermit, what's up, buddy? Force a magnificent. Oh, Jordan, yes. So another character collector in the house. I told him earlier, I was like, hey, why don't you come? He goes, I can't do that. I can't show who I am. People can't see this. And I was like, yeah, you're not wrong.
Forever secret.
Forever secret. I understand. I respect it. I am getting something here. So tell me, Matt, how have you been, buddy? What's new in your neck of the woods?
It's an interesting time in the car world, isn't it? I couldn't give two craps about any set on the horizon, and it's refreshing. It's almost it's like a breath of fresh air, quite honestly. Maybe at some point the top sets will be good. Maybe the Cryptozoic Hush set will surprise me. But yeah, I'm focused backwards now, and filling in holes, picking up little treats, and it's just much more zen that way, and in some ways much more fun. The new set rat race the FOMO is real, right? So it's nice to be out of that, quite frankly.
It's relaxing. It's very calm. I'm like working on scanning my cards, getting them ready to like show and have more of a presence of showing off my collection rather than just amassing things, which has been pulling fire, which has been, yeah, I'm sorry, pulling. That's my bad. I should have said that. I was talking to Matt and it all worked out. So my bad, putting your business out there. But no, it's been nice. It's been really nice. And it's been relaxing too, to not be in this rat race for things. The weird thing is that things are starting to come up now. And I'm seeing prices getting realized, and I'm seeing things kind of become cheaper, and I'm seeing cards kind of come open, and I'm seeing people, which is really sad, kind of move away from the hobby for whatever reason. But yeah, the amount of like people running in, trying to buy things, the game, all this stuff, it's completely gone quiet on my end. William, are you having the same experience?
Yeah, for the most part. I'm still going back. Like I'm picking up like holes for the Ghost Rider stuff. That's my main thing. I picked up like a big Grail card. So
all right.
That'll be shown later. But for the most part, like I'm just picking up like odds and ends, like a lot of like foreign cards. a lot of like TCG, a whole bunch of just different stuff. I mean, it's not even like some of it's not even, some of them are like packs that have Ghost Rider on it. Some of them are even like boxes that have Ghost Rider on it. So just different stuff like that.
Yeah, I've been going into that too. So I've been actually going through my binders, and I posted something that I was looking for something from Overpower, and the year is 1999 on it, and I was like, "What is this 1999 Overpower situation?" I wonder. I don't have a handy picture of it, unfortunately, but it was it was man made. It was fan made basically by Overpower players. So it was an Overpower player deck made for an expansion that they decide to do. And there's a whole website filled with all this fan information about Overpower. And I had no idea that I went down this rabbit hole, but I was so relieved because I could not find these stupid cards to save my life. And it was such a massive hole in the collection, but I think I'm like stupid close now on like even like game cards and foreign cards. Like it's stupid close at this point, like maybe one or two, which is lovely.
See, it's I don't know. The more I put in, Ghost Rider this or this, I just so much of it just keeps popping up over and over again.
Fausto and I were talking about this earlier because it is interesting that how these character collections go, because I'm actually now closing the door on mine, right? I've pretty much really at the beginning of the year I've picked up a few that just happened to fall in there, but I'd been saying I'm done with Danny since the UD license went away, and then I took the time the other day to be like, all right, how did I actually do with my master checklist? And I think of almost 500. I think I'm only missing 28, and of those 28, 19 are like one of ones, either hard numbered or plates. So I feel like, you know what, I think I'm in a pretty good I made the right call to say, you know what, I'm done.
It feels great, man.
Happy with it.
It feels great. Like I stopped, no shit, I'm like super happy to stop at 2014, and I made some really hard decisions. I actually just sold for definitely not as much as I paid for, but I just sold the green out of 5 comic art variant Silver Surfer Platinum.
Okay.
Because I have the artwork, and I was looking at the card, and I was kind of like, it's just a number. I just didn't care, and it was outside of 2014 at the time. And I'm looking at it, and I was just like, you know what? I have to start making these harder decisions, because once you like, I'm in that stage, right, Matt, where I'm like super happy with my parameters. And now it's so much easier to let go of anything that I'm not going to hunt for later, unless it's for a stupid, ridiculously cheap price. You know what I mean?
It's a good question. Do you want the hunt to end? I do myself, to be quite honest with you. I think no, and I think it's just, for me, it's just natural, right?
Yeah.
I having, going back to long before I collected sketch cards, when I collected autographs, the hunt can be unhealthy if you're not careful. And I've said this before, the OCD in my name is not just there as a cute little gimmick. Like, it's real. And if you don't set limits, it can be very dangerous. Like, I know where a couple of cards are. I know that, somebody's got some tucked away as sort of FU cards to me. And if you don't just accept that what you have is good, that stuff like that would drive you crazy. You know what I mean? So I'm at what? I think 98% I figured out. I was going to be at like 80%. I thought would be good when I started this journey. So, especially once Platinum came out and I saw those numbers, I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing? But it just feels good. Now, the thing I'm missing, though, where my obsession is going to come, I have to display them. I have to figure out how to display them. Right now, they're just sitting in 3 Pelican cases, which I love, and I go through them, but I need something.
I'm thinking here. I'm really 100% thinking something's going to go here. I want to make a custom box for the Surfer collection, because it's so tight now in terms of it being like up to 2014. I definitely want the hunt to be done. I want to feel good about what I have. I want to look at it as a whole, right? I mean, also too, like, and I've mentioned this before, and Graydon's doing great videos on it, and we've had this conversation on this channel. But for me, it's not about getting every single one. I just happen to do that with the Master to 2014, but it is about kind of curation as well, which I think everyone on this call and other people in the chat are definitely, definitely think about curation as part of the end goal. Is like, I want this to look this way. I want to have this to this. I want to do this to this. And I think that's an extremely interesting way of doing it, and that's the way I prefer to do it. So now I get thinking about displaying and thinking about what it looks like in a little case and all this stuff. Is kind of like, man, I have this thing now, it's going to get a little dust on it, and I'll open it. I mean, I open it every day. I doubt any dust is going to get on there, but you know what I mean? Like, it could be this treasure trove thing to find later on. So my collector brain is tingling with all that goodness.
The other thing I like about it is it's letting me have a little more fun now, because I'm doing sort of micro collecting. So like, I ended up chasing a bunch of Midnight Suns comic cuts with Bats, the ghost dog.
Yeah, I love that.
And that was just fun. And I've got my whole dupe cosplaying sketch subset. Just do silly things like that.
It's the best.
And you've probably seen the theme. I'm not looking at it for resale value. I collect ridiculous things that only I value. Like my candy collection, I'll be lucky to get 10% of what I paid for all those cards someday. But you know what? That's not why I was doing it. So
no,
keeps it fun.
I think it is fun. I think it's great. I did want to acknowledge some things. Overpower for Life, amazing. Marvelous, what's up, buddy? True Blue. Yeah, I mean, it's really cool. It's really cool how people kind of start branching out, especially when you get to a certain level of your character collection. And True Blue has the best domino collection. Anyone else collecting cacao? I think that's how you say it. But
yeah, it's an interesting word, isn't it?
Interesting.
When I first saw one on eBay, I was like, are they trolling me? Am I supposed to say cacao? What's going on here?
I'm sure it's a beautiful word, and I just don't know the meaning of it. But I will say they look good. You know what I mean? Like, they don't look bad at all. And I love what they're doing. And, I'm excited to be in a place where it is financial, where I can be like, oh, I'll just pick up one for fun, and it doesn't become a thing. You know what I mean? But for right now, I'm definitely in the sense of like looking back, hunting for the grails that are popping, for things that I'm missing, right? And we're going to talk about that word grail today. Matt and I, before we got on this call, were saying that, grail is not value. They are not the same thing, right? There are things that are like, there's this one versus card from my collection that I'm missing.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's so stupid. I hope I got the right binder. It's so stupid what this card is, because I think it was a wow to the page. That's
some deep thoughts from Kasra channeling Jack Andy there. Oh, no, he's not the one who said that. No, Jack Andy was the weird thing. Who said, I'm good enough, I'm smart enough?
Good enough, I'm smart enough.
Was it Jack Andy? No, it wasn't. It was someone from SNL, I think, though.
I don't know.
The
quote's familiar, but I don't know.
I'm embarrassed. I can't remember it now. Sorry, didn't mean to derail you there.
You didn't do the wrong. Hey, Graydon's here. Hey, Big Dom, what's up, man? Oh, dude, everybody's here. You guys are so nice. I'm so glad everyone came out. Display to see it always. Yeah, that's smart. Matt's done it really smart. So I'm going to talk to you about that, Andy, and I really love that you asked, because it's a very good thing to think about for everybody's character. I do think everybody's character has, depending on the vastness of the character, I think you can pick a year that works for your character and makes sense. For Surfer 2014 made sense, and I'll explain now. But this card here.
Oh, hang on, let's get you zoomed in here.
Thank you. So this card here is called the B Team from Versus System. There was like most Versus System cards, and not all of them do this, but most Versus System cards come in a regular, a holo, there's no first edition of this, and then an extended. Well, Unfortunately, it's the very last TCG card I'm missing, I think. And the extended one, I think, was a playoff promo kind of situation.
Ooh.
And I don't have it. And I can't find it. And when I have found it, it was like 80, 70 bucks. So I don't know. And it was terrible. So I don't know if it's an expensive card. I don't know enough about it, but I have literally everything else, I think, from TCG other than foreign cards. And our buddy Hans from the Comic Cut group was super awesome with getting some foreign cards for us from Versus System, and he was really nice to do that. But very stupid hard to get. Stupid. William and I have talked about it. Okay, so 2014 was the cutoff. So 2014 was cut off because, quite frankly, 2014 was the last year Surfer was being allowed in cards because of the Fox merger thing. What ended up happening, he shows up in 2016 because Joe drew that Surfer in 2013, and it was already approved by Marvel, so they were able to print it. But Surfer was out of the game at 2014. Also, truthfully, 2016 for Surfer, not every character, but for Surfer, that was the first time you get a 1/1. Was 2016, a red Spectrum. 1/1 in serial number land. You know, if that card was easy to get, maybe I would have stopped at 2016, but truthfully, like, 2016 was such a miserable hunt for Marvel Masterpieces for me personally. That 2014 was like, I was only hunting for one card to finish up to 2014, which was the green. That took 6 or 7 years. Everybody was super nice when that card finally showed up. I had like 20 people reach out I had been speaking to who were like, hey, here's my bid. You know, I just wanted to let you know. I know you've been looking for it, but I just wanted to give you my number in case you are going to go higher.
Because that's out of 100. So you would have thought that wouldn't have been as tough, right? The emeralds?
Oh, no. The
PNG
2013.
Oh, the retro. Yeah.
The diamonds, I got stupid lucky one day, and I think it was the guy that Doom, don't even worry about it, is friends with, whose name I freaking can't remember now. Super nice guy. He collected 75th hard. You remember, Matt? Remember, it was this guy who had like multiple 10s, multiple emeralds. They're friends with him. He's super nice. I don't remember.
He's probably watching, and we can't remember him.
Oh,
right?
I'm so sorry. You're such a nice guy, and I'm blanking on your name right now. But anyway, he listed some of his double diamonds, but that's the only time I ever found them. So I got them and got out real fast. That just got lucky.
Yeah, I mean, there are a few cards, I'm still looking for, like, so like I'm looking for the 2014, the diamond. I'm looking for that for Ghost Rider since I have the other two.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the nameplate from Exquisite, I'm looking for one of those. I have the regular at a 99, but I just don't have the diamond, or 299, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then like, I mean, honestly, and then the 75th gold border, I still have not found one yet. With the Clayton Crane art, I still have not seen one yet. No.
Someone's sitting on a bunch of doubles of those.
Yeah, because I've seen it, but I've never like saw one, on eBay or anything ever. So I mean, there's a few stuff like, but that's mainly it for me. Like, I mean, after picking up, basically, I'll just say it since it's still. So basically, I got a 1998 Mark Texier. I got a sketch of Ghost Rider. So
nice.
That's the Grail of Grails.
That's the Grail of Grails for you. You can't beat that.
Yeah, he's my favorite artist. It's one of the first, sketches. Can't complain.
No, first one he ever did of Ghost Rider was in 1998. I don't think he ever did Ghost Rider in 1997.
Shout out to this guy right here for helping me.
I'm Matt's like, that's flipped on my side.
Exactly.
It's the same guy I told you about, Matt. There was a very nice guy, has kind of decided to start selling a lot of the sketches he's owned, and he's an OG.
He's super nice. He was super nice with me too.
He's a nice guy. He's awesome.
He worked out the deal just fine. We'd worked out the deal, he helped me out quite a bit on it. Like
He's a
it
good dude.
was it
OG.
was
That guy
yeah.
is a legend, by the way.
Oh, he's an OG collector
He's
because
like OG.
only
Matt knows. Yeah.
email, nothing
Yeah.
Yeah,
else.
exactly. And
Yeah.
AOL, right?
That's how you know.
Only
Hotmail, AOL. You're like, oh,
yeah.
you're an OG. I should just get one just for the shits and giggles of it. But yeah, it is a crazy. Yeah, he's pretty amazing. My good friend Jarek told me about it, who's just lovely. And I was really happy. I actually have one of the cards next to me that I got from him. I didn't pull the trigger on something that was even bigger, just because it just wasn't in the cards.
Yeah.
But this one is a massive one for me. This is a massive one for me, and it goes part of my collection, which is pretty great.
Oh,
But this
nice.
is Silver Surfer, 1998.
It's a tasty victual.
That's so clean.
It's so cool. He's a really great artist on there. You know, I like these cards a lot. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, which is great. I'm really happy that it's not everybody's cup of tea, because I think a lot of people, they're not people. You know, I think sometimes people sit on these thinking they're investments, but it's a really niche part of the Marvel hobby. I think they're great, and I'm a huge fan of the Surfer ones. A huge fan of them, period. But yeah, I think it's great. But I was really happy to lock that down, because it's just a really great example of like a Diaz and Surfer too, which is so rare. So really stoked.
Yeah, those are, you know, like honestly, I thought in my wildest dream I would never get one. Honestly, I really did, because like, you know, I've seen a couple, but I've never like seen a Ghost Rider one, and the ones he did later were all the painted ones from like the early 2000s. So I never saw like, you know, what I mean, I've never seen it where it was, you know, my favorite artist, my favorite character, you know, and I love the
Pack pulled one of the first ones
Yeah.
he did too. I mean,
Yeah, and I mean it has the stamp and everything on it. Like it's it's the grail of all grails for me. You know,
I'm
it's
really happy for you, man. I'm seriously stupid happy for you.
We're in
I'm
the shout out
very-
section of chat.
I'm very, very happy to have have gotten it, because it's just, I mean, it's like we talked about, it's the grail card for me. It is like it's my grail.
And see, that's the point too, right? Some of these cards, like I think now that we've kind of moved away from the part of the hobby.
Oh, nice pulling, nice.
I think I gotta just see. Oh, you did get it.
Nice.
Oh, stupid smart.
Thanks, Shane.
Smart pulling. I didn't know you did that. You sick son. That's good stuff. Smart.
Do you have the card on hand?
I
William,
don't.
Yeah.
Plus, you need to make your own video to do.
Yeah, you gotta do your own video and stuff like that.
I'll have to do some kind of like reveal or something like that.
Exactly.
It's a big reveal, man. That's a massive card.
Once I get it, Ryan, I'll definitely send you a picture of it.
Oh, that's scary, Donnie. That's hard to do.
Mickey's great.
Mickey's
It is funny how some artists just kind of come out of nowhere. Well, at least from our card perspective, Mickey's sort of the newest one. You know, I remember, who was it? I remember one who came and went. Remember Muddy Melly showed up, had a couple sketches people were really into.
Yeah.
Karen Darbo a couple sets ago had huge following. Mickey seems to be the it artist right now in sketches, so always interesting to see how that works. Love their work though.
That's pretty awesome to see. I mean, I love seeing how artists come up and disappear and come up. Like I was looking at Eddie Wagner because I saw one of his old cards from 1998, and I was like, this guy's been killing it ever since. And it's just good. It's just really good. But I don't know if I showed you guys this, but I got this from a friend who gave this to me as a gift. And I really love it. And yeah, it's Eddie, but it's a really gorgeous card.
Nice.
Oh,
His cards
nice.
are just so clean. He does good colors too.
Stupid good.
That is really clean. That's cool.
I love it. I'm absolutely obsessed with this one. I was like, oh man, that's so sick.
I like how he did like the shine to make it look like really shiny.
Oh, he used Rondelin Flair. Like he did
Yeah.
great. And he's fantastic. But yeah. Yeah, it's really sick. But yeah, it's amazing who these artists are and what they go through and how long they've been around. I find it so fascinating.
See, Donnie's trying to claim that was a typo, but I think he was channeling Juggernaut. This is my sketch, bitch.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
there you go. Stop texting and driving.
Stop texting and driving, Donnie.
Oh my goodness. So Fausto, the two you showed we needed the extended. Is the extended different art or is it the same art?
Same art. So
Okay.
an extended works like this.
Yeah, the border will be bigger.
Okay.
And it's
I'll
more
show
of the card. It's
Yeah.
less text.
I got an example for you.
So yeah, someone. Okay. Yeah.
So this is a regular. That's a foil,
Yeah.
obviously. And then this is what the extended looks like.
So it's sort of like a Pokemon full art almost.
Yeah, pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much following that kind of like.
See, I have a Ghost Rider one, which I don't have it with me, but it's a promo and it's it's extended art.
Yes.
So I have one of those, which I've never seen another one before. I mean, I've seen like maybe one or two, but if so, the problem is with those versus system is we've talked about before is the hardest part is that these cards don't say your character on them. So you have to put in you had like with me, I've had to put in like the Penance Stare. I put in the, Zarathos. I put in the Chain. I've put in like the Midnight Suns.
Chain. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I've literally put in Fire Chain versus system and it's come up before. So like you just have to put in just weird things. Like I did this. So I'll tell you guys. So I did this for for Ghost Rider. I put in a different language. Okay. I found a sticker that predates the Topps stickers for
Really?
Ghost Rider. But it's not Johnny Blaze. It's the Phantom Rider.
Wow.
That's still cool.
That is cool.
It's crazy. Yeah.
It's
I had
crazy.
no idea it existed until I put it in. And then all of a sudden it popped up.
See, that's the fun of
I
it.
got about 400 set aside, Donnie. I just got to get to it.
That's the crazy part about character collecting is that you put in I've done it, like I've put in different name, like I've put his name different languages. And see, the problem with me is I'm also doing every iteration. So I'm not just doing just like straight Ghost Rider, like I'm doing Johnny Blaze, Danny Ketch, Vengeance, Robbie Reyes, Alejandro Drones, like all of the different Ghost Rider variations as well.
Crazy.
So I have to put all that stuff in too.
That's just crazy to me.
Yeah.
That's such a chore.
Makes me feel better to be out.
Yeah. I get very lucky though, because there's certain characters like Robbie Reyes, Alejandro Jones, like those characters are newer Ghost Riders. So they're in
year. Nice.
Yeah. So they're in sets, but they're not, like Vengeance has like maybe 20 or 30 cards at all, like period. Like you even put in Michael Baldino, which is name, and it pops up the same exact as Vengeance does. Like it doesn't change. So, which is nice for me. But that's what I'm doing is I'm doing every iteration is going to have its own binder. That's what I'm doing. So
that's cool.
That's a good way to do it.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Matt, you've come up with some stuff recently, right?
I was supposed to have something big to show today, so
Ooh.
I need to talk to the person just to make sure they're okay with me saying it. But I bought a sketch card collection. Yeah, someone who's getting out of the game. So I bought I had already purchased part of their collection when they were thinking about it, and then I just bought the rest.
What?
Yeah, and it's all one character. It's one I've already had. I already have. It's probably either my number 4 and my number 5 character in terms of quantity, so it might bump them up into the top 3 for sure. So, if I tell you who the character is, it'll give away who the person is. I just want to make sure they're
No. Don't say anything.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
wow. So what was the number? How many? Not the what you paid for, but like how many cards?
It was about 200.
Dang.
That's a strong collection.
Mhm.
Yep.
That's a strong
No,
collection.
don't say that, Gosser. Cyclops is still my number 2. It drives me crazy.
I love it. That Cyclops is your number and you hate it.
Don't get me wrong. I love Cyclops. I just don't want that many of them. But you can't get rid of the guy.
That's well, he is the leader of the X-Men, so that would be that he would. I wonder if he is drawn the most. I would think one of the female X-Men would be, but yeah.
No, my top 3 are that 3-way. Jean, Wolverine, and Cyclops. Those are my top 3. But this person could actually bump one of them out. Hopefully, Cyclops.
So yes, hopefully Cyclops. So someone mentioned I noticed Topps is using prohibited characters like Nightcrawler. So the reason Topps can do that is because Topps Fanatics is with Disney. So like sometimes when you see Disney using characters for their stuff, they can use these prohibited characters. I don't know why that is. It's very interesting. But yeah, Gambit. But yeah, I don't know. Stingray asked how many cards of MODOK. Not enough cards, maybe 50. Cashro says that's pretty fun.
Oh yeah, his non-sketch stuff. Oh my god! Remember we saw some of that in.
That was the best. That was the most fun
at the show. Yeah,
yeah, that flipped me out. That was so exciting to see because Cashro put so much thought into the range and really understood the artist's like strengths. And you do the same thing with your commissions too, right? Like what I'm always so enamored by is when people know the artist so well and know their work that when they ask for a commission, they ask it within the strength of the artist, right? So you get like a pure example of what the artist can do and what they're excited to do and what their work looks like, that the pieces look very interesting.
Oh, yeah. And the best part of that is, I'm going to butter up Casser here, everyone has a story, right? It's not just, hey, look at this amazing piece. It's, oh, let me tell you when we were at the bar and we talked about this and like, and just how it came and like, oh my God, like that level of detail just adds to the piece so much when there's stories behind it.
It does. It really does. And it makes it all more gratifying. And the best part about that too is like the kind of the sad part and the best part is that let's say you buy that collection from somebody, right? Those stories disappear though. Now the work just kind of stands on its own. But when someone who did that work for those commissions and is that collector and they get to tell the story, that's like a live show, right?
That's a good point, actually. Yeah, because a lot of these are APs. So I love the character too, but some of that passion that went into choosing how the pose or which time frame and which costume, I hadn't even thought of that. You're right. In some ways, that's actually almost a little sad because some of that story is potentially lost in the translation. Well, no, I'm just sad. I need to drink.
I'm so sorry. Everybody drink. I would say too, like, I think a really smart thing for collectors to do is not only to kind of build up a digital collection, but also build up like, I've been working on this. It's kind of like a little book guide with the collection. So that's something I've been putting together and thinking about. And that's a great place to insert those stories, right? And how that hunt came about. Yeah. Not that anybody else would be that interested to read it, but it is kind of cool to have it with the collection.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's fun too. It saves me from spending money. It's something to do with the collection and mess with my cards without having to buy shit every 5 minutes.
I always look at it because I don't rush to get big cards. You know, I'm the type of person where I take my time, I relax. Like, I mean, of course, like I'll get like the $1-2 card, I can get or whatever, but I don't rush. So like when a big card comes up, I think the best thing when you're character collecting is that you relax, because I've noticed that I look for a big card and it doesn't show up, but when I'm not looking is when the big card shows up. That's usually how it goes.
Yeah. Always. Whenever I don't want to spend money, suddenly someone
Mhm.
wants to sell me the card I've been looking for and bothering them for like
Yeah.
7 years. And
They're like, oh
"Hey, you
man, I
want
gotta get it now.
that?" Always, 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 always. Actually, I got this comic cut recently, and it was from a friend.
And we're gonna start showing some stuff off here.
Yeah, we have to show stuff. I mean, I
you
don't
know
want
what? I'm gonna get something too, but I'm gonna hide my camera while I get it because
Please do
waddling
that.
away.
Please, let's show some stuff off. I don't want people to feel like it's just our beautiful faces. But I had a buddy of mine who was pulling every freaking surfer on EPAC. Of course, I don't know what it is, but those patterns exist. And he pulled this.
Oh, nice.
And I tried to get him to sell it to me then and there. So I offered something dumb. And he was like, no, I'm going to hold on to it. I kind of want to see it in my collection. I was like, cool. So we chatted and hung out and just talked about other stuff until he hit me up and he was like, all right, you ready? And I was like, yes. But inside I was like, no. I was not ready, but it's done and it is beautiful. It's so cool to see Surfer and Hulk in a cut together like that.
That's awesome.
That is cool.
I think about Rick, Matt. I don't know why. I love that. I know he's a fan of Surfer too, but I always put him in the Hulk category because there can only be one. But no, I thought about him. I was like, that's a nice way to have it in the collection. But yeah. All right, Matt, I'm ready. I'm dying, man. You picked up a bunch of good stuff.
Yes. So let me see. I was going to. All right, I'll save that for last. Let me do that. Let's do that. Move that to there. All right. So after I mocked him, the first one I'm going to show, of course, has to be Cyclops. Right?
Yes.
So that's an MCC 98 sketch.
Oh, I love that one too.
Fraga. What I liked about this is it's done in ballpoint pen. Like he did a lot of his in just different colors, pen, pencil. I really like this. Again, just unique MCC 98 sketch. It's super rough, but it's just amazing how with a minimal amount of lines they can just capture the character.
I think it's great. The anatomy's right, the position's interesting. Like that's what I love about these old sketches.
Yeah.
Continue to pick up little bits and pieces for my X-Men archive set. Picked up that Blink. Some people might recognize that from eBay.
Oh, stupid nice.
John Hahn is an artist who I really love. This one, it doesn't say it's a puzzle, but the way it cuts off,
it kind of looks like it.
I know, and
it looks like Colossus is throwing him.
I'm angry.
I wonder if that's what it is.
Yeah, I think it's a Cannonball Wolverine.
I don't need more puzzles.
I'm sorry, Matt.
And then I'm going to shoot myself in the foot because this guy's still selling cards, but this artist Brandon Kenny does some really nice cards, but the problem with some of his is that you don't get the effect in the scan, like that's metallic ink in the background. So unless you knew that, you might not be able to tell from the scan, and it's just really, really cool.
Shit, that's awesome.
Same thing with this Rogue. Really just makes it shine. So X-Men archives were always fun. Love that. I'll risk going cross genres here. I'm always adding Lord of the Rings.
That's awesome.
I can't quit them.
I can't quit you.
Loco Ducteron, who does a lot of Marvel stuff, definitely fan.
Yeah, he's great.
There were some, and this will show you how back then. So this guy, Dave Fabry, he did like 1,000 cards for the set, but he did a very small number of colored green of the King Another Mountain and the Dead under there.
Yeah.
And there's probably only, I think, about 20 or 25. So being able to add some of that particular subset. And that's what I like back then. Some of them, unless you collected it, they're not named. You have to know that it's sort of this limited subset within it to be able to track them down, which I always think is kind of cool.
Oh, that's awesome, Matt. Those look so stupid good too.
They're definitely fun. And then a couple cuts. I got this one just because I was like, why is Cap upset that Red Skull is dying? I'm like, I need to know the story behind this. He's like,
Amazing.
something going on there, so I need to research that. Just love this one from the #1, the Jim Lee cuts.
Wow.
No, when did you see that?
I don't know. I think that popped, and I think I just happened to be right place, right time.
Son of a.
So that one was good. And then this one, mostly you know about this. So this set here, I think is an underappreciated set. So this is actually the last one I needed of the base card. So now I have a master set of these. And this one was tough because this one, CC74 and CC75, their odds were 1 in 131 cases. So they were super rare and a pain in the butt to find. And I happened to like go through my eBay feed and I saw this there and I'm like, oh, let me check what number that is, because they always pop and it's never that number, and it was that number, and I said, buy it now.
Dude, I was looking for you at one point because you mentioned to me, and I hate like when people tell me they're one away, it like irks me. I'm like, no, why is this happening?
Yeah. And the last one, again, this is getting back to, again, trying to have fun. Like this one I thought was funny. I'm like, what? So I want it. And again, weird character, but an artist I like, and it was a puzzle, and I couldn't resist.
Whoa.
Right? Mangog by PJ.
I knew that was PJ. I had no idea who the character is.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So again, not like a super important character, but just fun, you know?
You see, but that fits the puzzle really nice. You know what I mean? Some puzzles don't fit the composition, you know what I mean? But that's really good.
And then since people are digging the Lord of the Rings, I'll share one more.
I would love to.
So I picked up this card. So this is a pretty innocuous card, right? Just a nice Arwen. It's got like the gold stars.
Oh yeah.
But what's nice about this, let me put it into its spot right now, is, and again, similar to the green ones, a lot of the artists back then did repeats.
Yep.
But smart ones did repeats with different touches, right? So this guy, James Hodgkins, did, some color versions of her, some lighter close-ups, a rougher one, a completely rough one, this one here with the stars. And I really love when there's fun stuff like that. It's got that, and I steal this term because this one of the artists, Len Bellinger, turned me on to this concept. It does have that Warholian repeat concept to it, but each one's a little bit different to make it interesting, right? It's not just carbon copies. So,
well, people have to understand too, with like sketch cards back in the day, is that they were asked to do so many.
Yeah.
And also too, you have to understand the people who set this off were the legends, right? Like Silver Age, a lot of these people who were kind of legends in the comic book world drew these sketch cards and did repeats because they're used to doing like a sketchbook thing, or they didn't there was just a sketch and they were just working out the character's face and stuff like that. I actually got something recently that was super important to my collection, and it is a repeat, but I had never seen this variation. And I was talking to friends of ours who know way more about the set than I do, Jose. And this is a variation that was really amazing. And I had never seen this one before. But so this is the stereotypical variation here. And I'll show you guys this so you guys can see a little bit. I got you, buddy. You put away your cards. You're good. So this is the legend, right? Marvel Legends. This is what you typically see for the variation. This was a really rare variation, which is one of my absolute favorites. And again, same artist, just with more details. And I just love this one. And then it continues to some other variations he did, which is pretty amazing to see. And you can see, if you look at the forehead, you see the bubbles there. You can see how they change. Well, that's the rare one. But you can see how they put some of the shine in there, the bubbles. And you can see the slight variations. And then I just found this one.
Side profile, yeah.
I've never seen a side profile.
So, does every single character have a sketch?
No. So
Yeah.
Marvel
Okay, so
Legends.
I might be lucky that.
Yeah, I don't think there was a Ghost Rider. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
Don't
think
say
there was
that.
there?
Don't.
No. Was there? No.
Hold on.
There was Punisher, X-Men, Iron Man, Captain
Well,
America,
I'm
Silver
trying to figure out
Surfer.
what trade dress then. Would it be
Yeah.
like a?
If there was a Ghost Rider, it would be
Right.
well. Could it? I mean, I guess it could have been in one of the.
I don't see it. So it was Silver Surfer, Punisher, Thor, Iron Man, Fantastic Four, Daredevil, X-Men, Hulk, Captain America, Spider-Man, X-Men, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Captain America, and Punisher again.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
No, it could have been if he was set adjacent, like in Fantastic Four. Obviously, there
He
were
could have been,
multiple
yeah,
characters.
because he was one of the new Fantastic Four, and he could have been in that.
Yeah.
So funny enough, that's what happened with me. There's a surfer that wasn't on the Silver Surfer trade dressing, and I had seen one or two of these in the past, and I know they exist, but I was able to find a surfer on a Fantastic Four,
Nice.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
which is really cool. So I was able to get this, so I'm very happy with that. But they do exist. You know, it's not a crazy
Yeah.
rare variant or anything like that. But yeah, there are tricks like that. But William, I don't know. Matt and I both have a friend who might know better. But if there is one, I wouldn't consider it part of like a master. And that's something for people to know about.
Exactly.
Too.
Yeah. I mean, and that's
You know what I mean?
yeah, that's my
You
thing
can't
too. Is
consider
like,
that. That's not fair. You know what I mean?
yeah, and that's the thing. I'm trying to make parameters when it comes to that. That's my biggest thing.
That's smart though. You should. My
Yeah.
God, Matt, those look
Yeah.
amazing.
So someone asked if I have Legolas. So my Lord of the Rings, I actually sort them all in pages by artist. So sometimes it's hard, but yeah, I
That's
have
cool.
plenty of Legolas. So this guy is actually from the Lord of the Rings Evolution set. This guy, Raphael Kynan, he did some Star Wars cards too. Super popular, and he's a multi-talented guy. Like he was like a martial arts trainer for movies. He's done all sorts of stuff.
Man, that Urukai is fucking cool.
Yeah, I mean
These
the
look
Legolas
good,
one he
stupid good.
does, the Golems. I mean, he's one of the most sought after.
Oh, yeah, Belrog. Holy shit. That's cool.
Yeah, so he does some really great stuff. So yeah, I'm all over the map on Lord of the Rings. This was my passion long before Marvel, as I've mentioned many times. So
It's so funny. I don't know if I told you this, Matt, but one day I was looking at your collection on Blowout. I don't know if it was before we knew each other or what, but I saw Matt's sketch collection on there, and it made me next day watch Lord of the Rings. No shit. I don't know what happened. I saw his sketches and I was like, man, that was a good movie. And I went ahead and watched the movie again.
Yeah, so this guy Kyanen's just amazing.
Wow.
So is that the hammer from?
That's
Is
the
that what
Grond.
that is? The battle,
The Grond, yeah.
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 God, that's cool.
Yeah. I could do tons of shows on Lord of the Rings, and I probably should.
That Mangog's cool too.
Yeah, oh yeah, I love that one.
That's so cool.
Absolutely.
So
And I do have one more weird thing to share since Kasser's here.
Yeah.
I showed two pieces I got before. I think I showed them on a video. So I got these back in, hang on, let me do that. No, why so? There we go. Thank you. And if we do that, there we go. So I got these when I was 13.
Whoa.
And these were prelims to some book covers, and I just thought they were cool, and I just grabbed them because, again, they were cool. But I couldn't find the third one I got, and I finally found it deep in my closet. So again, I was at a convention in Boston, and these were up for auction, and I just thought this was really cool. So this was actually the very first piece of original art I ever bought when I was 13.
Wow, that
And
is
it's a prelim
cool.
book cover by this guy, artist out of New Hampshire, A.C. Farley. It was for a book called Planet of the Dead. Got this information on the back there. And there's even little notes on here, which I think is what I loved about it. So on the side, it says green flame, element from stories, summon skeleton. And then it says, at first, seemingly stones, but no, big pile of Reese's parasites. It's so random, but that just adds such character to the piece, you know?
That's cool.
And it's just,
Yeah, 13-year-old, man. That's pretty impressive.
yeah. And I think I paid probably $100 for this.
Oh,
Yeah, and I'm glad I've managed to keep it all these years.
yeah, that's not easy to do.
We're going all over the map here, sir.
That's good. I mean, that's kind of what this was. I think people who watch the show from my channel understand. This is where it goes. Looking for the black plate, yellow magenta. Yeah, plate hunting. Oh, I do not miss plate hunting at all. 13-year-old Matt was edgy.
So when are you, Costa? When are you gonna start doing your categorying for surfer collection like we did?
So I realized. So I started scanning everything, and I started getting back into categorying. I'm actually I have another video plan, but I am gonna start taking some stats down and setting up the Excel sheet. So I'm on it. It's coming. It's like around the corner type of thing. So it's gonna happen, and I'm getting to the understanding of a little better of like how to categorize these things and to put them in certain positions. Because I think when you master collect, and I don't know how Matt's gone really hard on this, but you haven't done Pogs, right, Matt?
I don't think Danny would have ever been like big enough to be on a pog. Let's be honest.
Yeah. I mean, well, actually, it's funny. Matt was on here and he did the Hero Clicks cards.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And he was telling me that, and I've been flirting with buying those stupid things for years, but I didn't want to do it because like $10, $20 each. And I had this fantasy that I was going to walk into a comic book store and be like, you have those cards that come with Hero Collections? Yeah, no one ever wants them. Here's like a huge box, and I can like surfer it up and just have a good time. But that never came to be. So I finally pulled the trigger. But I was just telling William this. I was like looking through them, and I was like, oh, only 3 of them are between. Only 3 of them are pre-2014, and I was like, yes, they're all on sale. I was so happy. I think I got them all. So I think there were 3. Unless I missed one, because it was a stupid Carnage Surfer one that was $150, and I'm not paying $150.
Good Lord.
No, it's stupid. Of course, special edition, blah 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 blah. So
See, I should have honestly like done it where I don't collect like stickers or any like because I know like Graydon, he doesn't do like stickers and stuff like that.
yeah, he cut that off. He
But-
was like, don't mess with me on that. He wants nothing to do with it.
I should have, but I never did. So I mean, heck, I even have gum from the year I was born. That's Ghost
I
Rider
did
on the
that.
package.
I get gum. I
Yeah,
like all
so
that
like
stuff though. I love that.
Well, and see, that's one thing too is so I guess overseas they have pogs, but they're called hero slammers
Or disc.
or discs. Yeah. So there's a full set of the 90s run Midnight Suns Ghost Rider that has all of the, the Ghost Riders and has all the adjacent characters, but they're called hero slammers and they're overseas.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting and waiting for this price to drop so I can get it because they're just stupid hard to find.
Stupid hard. The ones that come in Cheetos. Have you guys seen those? I just pulled a stupid trigger on that. It's a little disc with these 2 little wing things, and it's from Cheetos. You can only get in a Cheeto bag. And of course, there was a surfer one. I pulled
and then the one
trigger
from
on.
Australia I sent you too.
I don't want to talk about it.
Has it turned orange with age because of all the Cheeto dust?
It might as well. I know I would have, my fat ass. I wouldn't have my fingers all over that sucker.
Oh, yeah, once you get deep into this, there's everything.
T-Bear,
yes,
get away from me. Don't talk to me. I don't want to hear this shit. Okay, this is not the conversation I want to have.
Right. Give him more things to search.
Oh,
are so. What did I just buy? I just bought one.
Yeah, you can go. Discs,
you know what I heard earlier?
everything.
Reading between the lines, I'm hearing that if we get 5,000 likes on this, that William's going to eat a piece of gum from the year he was born. Is that what I heard?
Ooh,
I'll do it.
He's
I'll do
young.
it. I'll
Not
do
gonna
it.
be that old.
Did you ever chew any? Like when I was a kid, I chewed some gum from older packs. It was a couple years old, and I just remembered they're like jagged pieces of metal, almost like cut the inside of your mouth. Oh my god!
Yeah. So here, I bought.
Oh, there you go.
I bought this, right?
Oh, I love that.
Years and years ago. This is from 90 or 89. I actually ate a piece of this gum from that year. and the thing just completely disintegrated in my mouth.
Oh,
Didn't even chew it. Like it just disintegrated after I started to chew it.
You
So
know,
I've done it.
I have
there's a
wallet
market for a
candy.
YouTube channel where people eat vintage candy.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
I
there's a
bet.
market
LA
for that in
Beast.
here.
LA Beast. If you ever watch any of them, the one Emily and I got stuck on this. Our poodle was sick. We were YouTube surfing because we had to stay up all night with him because we were worried he was not going to do so well. And we were freaking out, her and I. And we stayed up all night in the living room with him with a bunch of comforters just to watch him. Of course, slept through it and snored. Like nothing happened. Me and her, we just worked for nothing. But we found this guide called LA Beast on YouTube. I've never been so captured by a man shoving high C Slimer, outdated Pringles in his mouth at one time and then vomiting through his nose. It was so miraculous and beautiful at 3 a.m. I was never able to recapture that moment, but it was glorious at the time.
He did the Batman movie serial.
Oh God, yes.
People in chat are wondering where this conversation went wrong.
It went wrong so long ago. I am so sorry, gang. This is just what you get. This is just how it is. I'm trying to show you without revealing all my purchases so someone can put me away forever. The stupid thing I just bought, which I have no idea if is rare, but look at this. You guys are going to laugh. This is pretty funny. Present, share. All right, so check this thing out. I've never had this. I didn't know what this was. And this was one of those things that I got. I had never seen that. And
Are those the Marvel Heroes?
No, it's Marvel Heroes Series 1, but what are these things on the side?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that because Ghost Rider has like everything in Marvel Heroes too.
But look, there's these like metal magnetized 4-prong things.
It has to be some kind of like game, like a disc game or something.
Oh,
I've
it
never
is a
seen
disc game that I now have to collect and have the surfer of because what year is it? Probably most likely pre.
Oh yeah, that Marvel Heroes came out in like 2008.
I don't want to talk to you. Yeah. Anyway, so this is my life now. But there it is.
Hey, I've gotten magnets like past week. I got
don't
like
talk to me about magnets. I don't want to talk about magnets. Okay, so for the chat, and I think Donald's here. Is Donald here? Who's my go-to wizard for everything? I won't put magnets in the binder. I put a piece of cardboard behind the magnet because I don't know if it's gonna like mess with the cards underneath it.
That's what I haven't done it yet. That's what I'm worried about because because like heaviness. I don't know if it's gonna.
Someone who's really smart is in chat right now thinking these guys are so dumb that they think the magnetic field would fuck with some kind of paper color thing on their cards. And you know what? I am worried about it. And I'm not the tinfoiled kind of guy, but I am worried about it. Do you have an opinion on this, Matt?
We all have our quirks.
There it is. See, that's when I know I'm really
I'm not going to judge anyone, believe me.
He doesn't even help me out. He's just like, yeah, everyone has their opinions, Fausto. That's cool. Because he doesn't want to be on camera admitting how insane I am.
I'm worried that it'll make like indentions in the card. Like if you have the card.
The weight doesn't bother me when you have a top loader binder because the top loader carries the weight because of the thickness of the top loader.
That's true.
So that should not be an issue. But what is an issue is probably nothing.
Next thing you know, about 5 years down the road, your card's like faded on the bottom of it.
I know, and I'm depressed. I have this in my binder.
I'm getting magnets. How do they work vibes?
Oh, CD?
That's
cool.
Card in a CD-ROM blockbuster.
Is that a CD3?
Yeah, whatever what those were called.
Oh my god. Yeah, you have to be my age to know what those were called.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Homie used to mess with these.
That's wild.
That's right, baby.
Oh, I'm making little notes as well. Just to get heads
I'm making little notes, but that's that's here. But I love that about character collecting cards from the 90s, though. You get all that random goodness. What's this one? Is this the Cheetos? Oh, just broke that. Here's one of the Cheeto ones, I think. Anyway. This one's a pain in the ass, which I think there is a Ghost Rider on that. It's a little
yeah, I found those.
Yeah.
There's a whole
Born.
So I saw like the binder of it, and there is a slot for Ghost Rider, but I have not seen one yet.
Keep looking.
So that's one thing we should talk about too, is the Marvel Heroes like brand. I'm gonna let you guys know that if you guys do go down that rabbit hole, they did everything. I mean, I've gotten like every Marvel Heroes thing you can think of. Like, I mean, they have stickers, magnets. They got.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's crazy.
They must have done stuff overseas, because that thing overseas that you have, that one that you just showed not long ago, I mean, that was an overseas thing.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of this stuff can be overseas. It's very strange.
So that's like, that's the interesting part, is I wonder if that's how they got, when they got the license for it, like Marvel stuff, if it was an overseas thing. But it wasn't just like how like Panini does just stickers. I mean, it was magnets, it was keychains, it was phone cards, stuff like that. It was stuff like that.
Phone cards are awesome. Yeah. Like a super like tiny little obsession now I have is phone cards. I don't know what it is, but I love them. And these came in like a whole booklet. I think I showed you, Matt.
Yeah.
Did I give you the folder? I gave Jose the folder. I didn't know if he had it.
Yeah, I get them. I mean, you guys are much braver than me. I definitely tried to avoid the card adjacent things, only because it's a dangerous rabbit hole.
Oh yeah.
As we're hearing with you guys talking about your obsessions.
It's not great. Like, and I have oversized cards too. So I don't know when it ends, to be honest with you. Yeah, there you go. See, I won't do that.
Here's packs. Packs
you have to do.
Oh, here's a magnet.
I got that. I got the surfer magnet from that.
Here's guitar picks.
Oh, yeah.
Here's a box.
Got the extreme.
Here's a box that has Ghost Rider on it. Here's stamps. Oh, here's one. Hero clicks.
Yep.
Tokens.
That nightmare. Gift card.
Yeah, gift card. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know where to cut it off, Matt. I don't know. Card adjacent, like I don't know, because I like the oversized cards. Because one of my favorite surfer cards is the tarot.
Yes. I mean, one of the reasons why I do stuff like this is I'm eventually going to display it all. Like I'm going to display like all the packs, all like the game.
I don't know how you do that. I want to do that, but I'm nervous to do that. I don't know why. But I
once you move to displays, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's the main reason I'm gonna do it. But I also want to make my collection like, I want to do it where if someone needs help trying to find like a Ghost Rider card or something like that, I could help them. That's like the main reason I want to do this too. I mean, there's not a lot of people are gonna be like, "Hey, what's this Ghost Rider from?" or "What's this from?" But you know what? I could tell my wife. My wife don't give a shit. But hey, why not?
No, I want people to bow at my amazingness. Is really why I do this. I want people to feel like, wow, he's like the best surfer collector. I have to bow to him. Like that's just my thing. But I mean, yours seems a lot more noble and nice. So that's good. That's really nice.
You guys are moving more towards sort of the Doctor Strange archive kind of concept.
Yeah.
I love that, man. I started that. When I first started collecting Surfer, I had it all. And then I told Matt this story, and most likely all of you viewers there, all people who watch this channel know this by now, but I sold almost all of it. I still have the video game, one or two comic books that were like my childhood comic books, but I sold all of that stuff, posters, all that stuff, and then did the cards as hard as I do with them now. So yeah, it is a thing where I kind of keep going back and forth.
See, it's hard. Like comics are cool, but it's just some of them you just get so expensive.
Now it's too much, man. Like,
And that's the
I
thing.
really,
Like, yeah, I do cutoffs. Like, I don't really do pops. I don't do a lot of comics. Yes, those are awesome. Those are the slingers. Yeah, but no, it's like I do cutoffs. Like, I don't do statues. I do the only action figures I'm gonna do is I do now is I do the '95 Toy Biz Ghost Rider line, but that's it. Like, but also because they have those mini comics in there too.
pause. We have mentioned Matt's glorious beard, and we're going to mention it again because it is beautiful and lush, and I do love it quite a bit. So I think it looks real good, real good.
Something new to do.
Something new to do.
Yeah, I mean, I still have to have like a little bit of cutoff when it comes to the stuff.
No, I like that I'm doing cards only. It
Yeah.
makes me happy because
You guys also, I mean, again, between the three of us, you guys have characters that are much more towards that A tier than a Danny Moonstar. So you guys have a lot more options in terms of that. So I think that changes it as well.
Well, see, and I mean, I do get lucky too because Ghost Rider has stuff, but I mean, mainly, I mean, he has 90 stuff mainly, anyways, because that was his height of popularity.
Yeah.
But like, there are stuff that he doesn't have. Like, there's sets that he doesn't have. There's Hermit, I don't got a problem.
I'm good, man. I don't need to. You don't
Yeah,
have to
I'm good. I'm good.
I can quit anytime I want.
No, T-Bear, I do not have the Gambit Slinger. I will not get into that. I have my one Gambit comic cut card. I think I'll show this now because this will be funny. But no, just my Gambit comic cut. Poor Matt. Matt knows how many times I've tried to collect Gambit. I'll never collect Gambit. I just wanted my one cut.
I'm picturing an Ocean's 11 heist to go after this thing.
Mm-hmm. That would be cool.
I would love that. Actually, it's funny. I've actually was just organizing this thing, and I'll show you guys this. But it's exactly what Cash was talking about because
they want to see the cut.
I'm going to show you guys the cut. I'm going to show you something crazier than that cut. But I started organizing all of my secret files for all the sets. So I kept records of all the things of where all the where all the prelims went. I don't know. Did I ever show you this, Matt?
No. Good Lord.
Chrome.
This is like the equivalent of the board with the pins with the string.
Oh, it's bad. It's bad. I wish entire screen. Yeah. But yeah. I kept like all the ones redeemed who got it.
Oh, he's tracking people. Look out. Oh boy. If you're on Fausto's naughty list, watch out.
I'm telling you, man, like there's a couple of things I did here that were pretty intense and sad.
What was that row that said blood type? What's up with that?
It's right under social security numbers. What is it? Yeah, dude, all this stuff is here. Like this is so sad. But yeah, I went through all of this stuff. Like I have this here. I don't know if you guys know what this is.
Oh yeah, I'll do bootleg. I'll do bootleg cards.
This is a printing plate from 1992. Marvel Masterpieces. Apparently they exist.
So someone just got the. I'd be willing to bet that was cut though.
I look at the sharp corners.
Yeah.
You see the sharp corners? 100% it was cut. That's my theory too.
That's awesome though. Somebody probably got a larger plate, just cut it up. So there are other ones.
So not 4 colors, but this looks like an ink plate. This is the original listing for all the prices that the original 92 Marvel Masterpiece sold for.
Yeah.
And an ad. You can see how some pre-sold. before they even hit the magazine.
We probably know some of those people.
Definitely know some of those people. But anyway, there you go. There's a bunch of secrets. So there you go. So I'll show you guys that.
People are going to be pausing the video and enhance, trying to find all your stuff there.
Yeah, and they can. There's a bunch of crazy shit there, but people can just ask. But yeah, so here's the gambit. Since they asked.
Nice.
Which I'm so grateful to have this one.
Yeah, it's definitely a treat that they included that issue.
It's definitely a treat. It's really cool. And this is the first set to do that issue other than Flair Ultra X-Men, which Flair Ultra X-Men did it for in only duels. There's no single panels.
Oh, right.
So the first single panel was Beginnings. I got this one, which I haven't revealed to anybody, but I think Fuller knows. I don't know if William knows, but I have this one. I got this one that I want to keep it really bad, but if a Surfer Cut ever comes up, maybe, but I'd like to keep this.
Yeah, you showed me that. Oh, it's so nice.
That's a nice one. That's good trade bait for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I learned my lesson, man. I learned my lesson with vintage sketch cards. People would laugh in my face, be like, nah, it's never for sale. No amount of money. I'm like, so you know what? No,
I'm going to trade it. Yeah.
I'll play the game. Fine. So there you go. But I don't want to because I really, really love that stupid cut. But yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so there's a few. Also picked up these, which nobody was paying attention to. Avengers 1.
Yeah.
People really should. Not that one anymore. That one's gone. But Avengers 1. These are really nice.
Yeah. No, even the Silver Age Rittenhouse ones are awesome too.
Stupid cool. Anyway, not about. Don't want to make a stream about cuts, but there you go.
We should get a group of us on one day and just have like challenges, like have chat challenge us. Just find something with this character, find somebody by this artist, and we all have to go between us, search our collections to sort of
that's like
sort of like a Monty Hall, let's make a deal kind of thing.
I like it. I actually think that'd be really cool. Pick Tyson the character names and see what pops up. I would love that actually. That sounds really awesome.
God, I made the mistake of putting Marvel phone cards into eBay, and wow, there's a lot of crap out there. This is a wild rabbit hole. I'm so glad I'm not impacted. Oh my god,
it's a rabbit hole.
Because your character was invented in the 80s.
83, yeah.
And I'm surprised there's no 90s stuff with her then.
But the New Mutants were never that big and still really aren't, honestly. Like some characters, like Magic was obviously a breakout character, but
yeah.
And Sunspot and Colossus, it's like Cannibal have always done well, but as a team, they've never been huge. They've had sort of a niche following.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That's nice that you've been able to avoid that, though. That's pretty nice. Relaxing.
Okay. Something just popped into my head because of one of the images here. Do any of you guys have stamps with the character?
Yeah.
Both of them are like Fuller. Come on. Of course we do. You had it 2 feet away from you. Man. What the hell? You didn't even try. What the hell?
I just bought that, William, because you asked. He's like, should I cut mine up? And I could hear in William's voice, like, don't make me cut mine up, man.
I know. I'm going to have to get another one so I can put it in the binder.
I could hear him saying it under his breath. And I was like, no, I won't do that to you, buddy. So I bought one. I bit the bullet because I was like, I couldn't do that to my boy. But yeah, I definitely got stamps somewhere here. Stamps were annoying, too, because the Postal Service...
Yeah, I'm seeing like giant promo Marvel stamps save the day. You got those ones yet?
Yeah, I actually don't. So some of those stamps from there are, what are they called? They're postcard size.
Yes, there are. And that's one thing, too, that we have to talk about, that there are postcards that Universal did. I got lucky because Universal never owned the Ghost Rider license,
Lucky.
so I got lucky when it comes to the Universal stuff. I know the person up here didn't get too lucky.
I don't think I got that. I don't think Surfer was on that, but
It was mainly Hulk. I've noticed it was Hulk and
Oh, look at you with the fancy one too.
Well, this is someone's going to be like, Fausto, you did not. And I was like, I did. So this is an 8x11 image of Silver Surfer, and these two stamps are in the bottom right-hand corner. And your boy was like, you know what? Screw those giant ass pieces of paper. I don't care about them. And then I did this. I cut it out.
I just cut it.
I cut it out, but then I went a step further and I cut the pieces of paper that had the information that told me what it was. I ruined that 8x11 Surfer image. I went to town on that sucker.
See, and that's the problem too. Like now is like this. I have to get another one of these,
And then
because these will go on the binder.
Yeah,
with you, John.
That's the problem though, is I have to buy like two of everything, because one of them will be in the binder and one won't.
I stopped doing that. I'm done. I only do a binder for sell sheets, boxes, posters, stuff like that. But that kind of stuff, I'm like, you know what? Like that Ghost Rider, like I'm like, you know what? No. I'm cutting this up into a card size and it goes in the God-forsaken binder.
Yeah.
Right or wrong, I did it.
Well, see, that's another thing too, is I got the promo. So when Midnight Suns came out in the comic book stores, they came out with it's called Siege of Darkness from 1993. That was like the comic book run. And they are uncut cards. There's 3 of them in each line.
Oh, yeah.
So the problem is,
Can't do that.
I have to basically get the 3 and then get probably another set, or I find them that they're already cut, because I can't, like,
no,
in my
I
heart I can't cut them myself.
Well, I have those. So Surfer in these preview magazines in the 90s, and the Prism Surfer, the 1992 Prism Surfer, that's the promo, whatever, that came in a preview comic book price guide magazine. So I have those magazines as a complete unit, and don't put them in binders. They're in my like sell sheet box binder.
Yeah.
Kind of, it's a nightmare. But thanks, Matt, for bringing up all those memories.
Have you ever been on eBay and then you see something like that's cool, and then you look at it and you're like, oh my God, I had this when I was a kid.
Yes.
I just found the Marvel Comics superhero stamp album, and when I saw the gold one in the center of a page, I was like, I had that. Oh my God. That's wild.
That's amazing.
I might need to get something like that for nostalgia. Oh my God. See, look at this. Look what you've done.
I'm so sorry, man.
This
is William's fault. I wasn't planning on this conversation. I just bought stamps. Poor pulling car. I'm sorry, man.
Everybody's just buying stamps.
Exactly.
Buying this.
It's bad, dude. Yeah, it's really bad, because then you start really looking at this stuff and you're like, oh man.
Oh yeah. It's like every time I do now, as I search it, I'm like, oh my God, there's more and more that pops up. And there'll be stuff that, it's like $1 or $2, but it's like, okay, well, I've never seen it before, so you know what? We're just gonna buy it. That's pretty much what happens.
That's what happens. So I did this crazy thing once because homie was bored and it was stupid. I should have just gone outside and like looked at nature instead of being on my computer and looking at card stuff and just relax for half a second. But I started going year by year and putting the year and then Silver Surfer from like 1960, whatever it is, 66, all the way to 2014.
Well, that's
clever.
Just
searched eBay. We've all done that. This is pretty. Where's the intervention? Why has no one dropped the banner? No, like no one's doing anything.
For those who are just joining, welcome to Marvel Enablers.
Right here. Here's another thing for all my enabler brosives, brothers and sisters out there. Look for cards that were promoted by comic stores.
Yes.
This is something stupid rare that I've never seen again. Surfer and his boxers. I should make it my profile picture. And it was from this very specific comic book store that did a promotion. And this guy signed it. and it has a little silver effect on the Surfer too. It's actually really stupid nice.
Or conventions.
Oh,
I've had that. Yeah, conventions too
Promo
is another
cards, yeah.
thing too. Yeah, so they've done it before where I've seen art that's been reused, but it's been on the back. It's a different convention. That's happened before too. Mm-hmm.
Oh, is your boy on here? Nope. That was a little cold-blooded. Sorry. you know who I have a lot of overlap with is always Donald and the other strange collector. I'm always overlapping with defenders. But yeah, so there's one.
Let's see if I could find something.
Destrick's first appearance is a comic book backing board, and I can't get myself to cut it out from Martha Binder. That's amazing. Yeah, Jordan.
Oh, here you go.
I'm glad you did.
Here's an example. So phone card, right?
Yeah.
So right here, right there, is Ghost Rider's head.
Surfer's not on there, is he? Say no.
No.
Thank God.
Nope,
Stop
he's
looking
not.
at it. Thank God.
No, do you have? I think it's him, right? That classic Stan Lee Marvel card where it's all the characters. Part of that Surfer, right?
What year?
It's the
1990.
The 1990.
Yeah, the Impel.
Yeah, the Mr. Stan Lee, the one where he's got like Captain
The
America.
face.
So what about variants of that?
There's no variant of that.
Sure there is.
No, there isn't. That's a custom gold card. That's not real.
Don't you worry. Hold on. Present.
That's
there was a promo from the Philly Non-Sports Card Show that did
what year?
Tribute to that. What year? There you go. You're probably safe. Let me see. It was 2022.
Yeah, it's recent. I knew it. I knew the one you're talking about. I was like, nah. You almost had me today, son. This close.
Almost. Yeah, this artist Tendastic did a version of it.
Actually, do I have?
I forgot Philly's relatively recent. Okay.
I actually might need someone to send me that card. Not the 2024, but the 1991. I don't think I put it in the binder. Oh, that's devastating. Are these idiots selling that high? Because that is a 25.
Some people they call that Stan's rookie card, and people are trying to pump that as a valuable card. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I hope not. I think that's what happened back in the day. Is I had it, and I was like, I don't need this shit. Put it off to the side, and now, of course, $4. That's a 25-cent card. These mother. Well, if anyone has that,
do it.
That's a no.
It'll be okay. Just do it.
Don't. Where's that voice coming from? Is it back in the Is it here? There's one for auction. This looks real and not fake. Yeah, there you go. That's the one I'll buy. Ends in 5 days at 99 cents. Everybody on here is going to put a bid in there just to mess with me. I know it. Sick bastards. There you go. Thanks, Matt. Oh, hey, Ryan. You're definitely not helping my collecting habits. Pogs, international card stickers.
See, I'm doing all this when I said I've pretty much closed out my collection, so now I'm just torturing people.
That was funny. That's how Matt started this conversation with me. He was like, yeah, it feels so good to be done and relaxed. And now I'm like throwing everything. I was like, you're never done. You will never be done. Hey, do you have this, William? The access card? The one I just showed?
I do.
Okay. I thought this was cool. I never took it out of the back of it.
See, that's another thing too. So how Marvel Heroes existed, this existed in the 90s.
Yeah,
because there's
that's miserable.
Yeah, because that's also the magnet
Mm-hmm.
that I have too. Which I can't put this in the top loader, so this is staying sealed.
No, that's mine staying sealed too. Hey, Matt, what movie is this from?
It's on Mallrats, is it?
That's it. I knew you would know that. That was fast. Fast. This is by far my favorite 90s thing they did with Surfer adjacent cards. This is called a wallet card. This is by far, I had this when I was a kid. I still have mine as a kid. This is a minter version.
Sorry, Anthony.
It's really stupid funny. It's a wallet card.
Oh.
It tells you his powers. By the way, you know who drew this?
No.
Julie Bell.
Really? So what is a wallet card? Just a harder card that you can put in your wallet? Doesn't get ruined?
Well, because the 90s was the best, let me show you how they described it on the back.
They came with, I think they came in the card or in the wallet when you bought it, I think. Like a Marvel wallet.
I did not get mine from a Marvel wallet. I would like the Marvel wallet now.
Hey, you can look up Silver Surfer wallet.
Oh,
Maybe
trust
there's
me.
license of it.
There's a Gambit one. Sorry, Maddie. Wolverine.
Cool.
Sorry, Raj. You're screwed. There's two.
All right. So, interesting. Okay, never mind. I was going to try to torture you, but I don't think it would work.
You know, that's a real friendship right there. I was thinking about torturing you, but nah, I don't think it's going to work.
I mean, I've found all sorts of things that could potentially.
Hey,
what about business cards?
I got about 10-20 minutes left. We can play that.
Business cards, yeah. I mean, those. It's like convention cards and everything. I know those exist.
Fausto business cards?
I don't have a business card for Surfer. I never seen one.
I have Ghost Rider wallets. I have a couple wallets.
That's actually really cool. The wallet cards are not expensive and they look really cool.
Yeah.
Is this a business card?
Yeah, this is a business card.
Wait, what?
On the screen?
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Ghost Rider's not on it, is he? I don't see him.
No, but that's Surfer front and center.
It is Surfer front and center.
You didn't have to say that. That's so mean. You
What?
did not have to say it like that.
And you challenged me.
That's really fucked up. That's messed up. We're supposed to be friends.
It's only $4 on eBay.
That's really cruel. That's some dark shit there, Matt.
Oh, I got a couple others queued up too, so don't worry.
No, that's messed up. You know that?
Started.
Like, I don't even know how we can be friends. Okay. Order confirmed. Thank you, Matt. I did not know that was a thing. Oh my God, that's embarrassing.
Business card?
What year is that?
Friends of Marvel was it was around
thing.
when I was younger, but it could be more Marvel.
It's like Marvel Mania in a way. It's a big deal. But
Yeah,
what year is this?
Yeah, because I was looking up because a lot of the fan clubs had membership cards too back in the day. So that's sort of where I was.
Wait, is this a reprint?
Oh, I can't read that from here. Yeah, there's some
I think I
fun
just bought a reprint. I'll double check.
You guys do pins too?
Yeah.
I used to do pins.
The problem with pins is, there are just so many of them. My God, that would just be dangerous. Oh my God. Yeah, we're all just staring at eBay. We're going down this. There you go. Denial, disgust, confusion. Oh no!
I just asked if it was a reprint.
Look at everybody. Seriously, look at this go. Like another one, eBay, going to eBay. Oh, so sorry.
This is sad shit.
Yeah, right. And when you go search for it, please enter my promo code.
Yeah. This should be a great advertisement for eBay. What else did you find, Surfer Matt? Did you find anything else that you could torture me?
No, I have a couple. Well, I was trying to figure out. Hang on. Is this one? Yes. You really want to know?
Yeah, no, I need to. Yeah.
Okay. There was a 1994 comic cover promo set from the old Previews magazine. Let me present the screen. Share screen to this one. So there's the listing, and you'll notice right here that is a Previews with Surfer on the cover right there.
It's Alex Ross artwork too.
Yeah.
What year is that?
It's 1994. And then I was going to look at the other one, see if I could tell who was on there.
Wait.
Looks like X-Men.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to tell from all these, but that's really.
Yeah.
You got it. There he goes. There we go. Nice.
Yum.
What's it say in the back? Oh, that's
Yum,
cool.
yum, yum, yum.
Previews was awesome.
It was awesome.
That was sometimes that was the highlight of the week in that a
I
comic.
remember that and Wizards and all that good
Yep.
stuff. Alex Ross.
Oh, here's the close-ups of this, and I can see if they're running. It's bad.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot. So this is amazing. I was able to get the NAR 2012 promo. Okay, so the prelim original art. Congratulations. I'm actually going to show you something because I have the Surfer one, and I actually just found this in my archive. And I know people are going to be pissed, but I'm going to show them anyway because why not? But you guys are going to flip. So here's all the ones that NAR had at one point, and he sent these to me to show me all the ones he had. And these are all the layouts to some of the emotion cards and some of the emotion cards that didn't make it quite into the set because there wasn't enough time. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to show you guys. Can you guys see my screen?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. 2012. I kept these. I'm going to put them on the thing I told you guys I'm making so people can see them there. But these are very rare. I think Matt has something from here back in the day. There's Gambit with Mystique changing into Rogue. And this is all NAR. These are all the prelims to the cards that he made.
Yeah.
The layout.
And he got some of the original art. That's
Some of the original art did make it. Yeah. Oh, there's Torch pulling fire.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if this card made it into existence, but here you go. I can send you an image of that. Man, I saw these back in the day. Remember when I told you about this, Matt? This was years and years and years.
Some good shit there.
Did you pick something up, Matt?
From what?
From this? Didn't I show you this? And you picked
No,
something
you did. I did not pick anything up though. No.
That was a nice dark
I
crawler.
love that Nightcrawler. I know.
Stupid nice. Yeah. I should have picked them all up. I just don't have the cash for that. But yeah, they're cool.
Isn't that always the issue, right? This is
Always the issue, isn't it?
too much cool crap out there.
Always the actual problem with life. Here's the Surfer one. And I have them a massive fan.
Nice. That's so good.
So stupid lucky. Cool. But there you go. That's just a funny coincidence. I just discovered that yesterday, fourth corner. I think
Matt,
we talked before. There you go. Yeah, I know who you are. Good job, buddy.
Matt, did I show you that Perna I got?
I don't think so. Was it a recent commission? Or an old school?
Oh, let's see.
I think it's the commission.
Yeah, it's commission.
I love that card. He did so good for you.
Oh, that way. Yeah. Oh, wait, no. That's not what I'm thinking of. Hang on, let's make you bigger.
Yeah, Matt.
Oh, you got art. You're ahead of me.
But I mean,
oh man, his ink work without. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Tony's color, but sometimes, like for that, the ink is just all you need.
Yeah,
So,
dude, I was so close to paying him for ink for color, but
I know. I thought about it too, but with the black with Ghost Rider, I'm like,
no. I did the same thing. I wanted ink for Surfer. I'm a huge ink guy.
yeah.
And William's the one who told me about it, and then I ran to Perna to get it. So he was like, Perna's doing commission. I was like, what?
nice.
I put it right next to my Finch because I never got a chance to do it at the show with him. So now I got my Finch and Tony from the show.
That's so nice. I can't wait. I can't wait for OEX. I can. I'm so excited.
Best. Tony, Perna.
We've got like 8 months to go, and we're already like, oh.
I know. I'm already ready.
I'm already ready to go. I'm gonna miss our road trip, Matt. I'm a little depressed.
It was a good road trip. It was just long. Like
It's
it took
too
me
long.
almost a week to recover.
No, it's too long. It's too long. It's stupid. I was worried about you driving home and all that shit. It was It's
I
too
didn't
long.
show you. I didn't show you this yet.
It was fun.
Ooh, what do we get there?
Yeah, that's fun. That's one of my oversized ones.
I did not show you this. This is a Swedish.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's in Swedish.
What size is that? Why does that look like a regular card size?
If it's in a regular, it's a little bigger, but it fits in a regular top loader.
William, I have a life to live. You know that? You don't need it. You know, I have things I have to do in life.
I was literally Googling this and I found it. I just Googled like TCG because this image, this this image is from the 2001 the Marvel Legends. And what's crazy, I mean, yeah, it's reprinted art, but it's a year later.
Yeah, that is really cool.
So I thought it was pretty
love it when
cool.
that happens. Yeah, I've heard
And
it.
then you can go this too. So this is a temporary tattoo. It's not a regular.
Let me see the Tempero tattoo.
Yeah, so this is the Marvel Heroes.
Yeah, I got those. Those are good. Those are good. Those are fun. I like those a lot. What year is that?
This is the 2009. And there's even directions on the bag.
Oh, I did put magnets in here. There's directions on it. Yeah, I have that one.
But the thing that the issue I have is that it's not a regular cards. It's not card size, so I can't put it in a binder.
Oh yeah, because it's the dual.
So this will be displayed.
The thing. All right. Well, I do have my magnets in my binder. It looks like I made the decision. So I put.
This might be, but yeah, this might be a real website. It's Tops.
This is the best comment of the night. Wow. You want to like talk about getting called out right there. That's just a mic drop right there.
That has to be my favorite comment on the stream of all time.
Anthony, you win the internet for today.
Yeah, I think you won. I think.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Here's the magnets. That's so depressing. I can't believe he said that. He's not wrong. This dude, I was such in a good space before.
They're from 90. That's from 96. Yep.
I didn't know if Surfer was on the back of some of these until I saw the full set.
I had no idea.
So. I love this stuff. I love this. I looked sad and disappointed and like a madman, but I absolutely love this shit. I put a piece of paper on the back of the magnet so it wouldn't mess up my cards.
I mean, it is cool. Like, it's very unique that you can do this with, Marvel characters or any other, I mean, heck, I bet you can do this with like, I don't know, like anything like nostalgia. Like, I mean, SpongeBob you could probably do it with. I mean, you could.
No, but the point is not whether you can do it or not, because Americans mass produce shit all the time. We're just consuming everything. But the truth is, like, the cool part is like getting to know the history behind every card.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Or understanding like,
or the artist that's doing it. That's
know.
one thing too, is like the artist that's doing like each character or whatever and how they portray the character on the card.
Some of these cards are the first ever examples of Marvel animation, even. Like, I don't know why people don't make a bigger deal of the Marvel motions. They are some of the coolest cards. And this is Silver Surfer animated series. Like, this is not like this is not drawn. This is pulled from the animated series.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Jeez.
Sick. 1996.
Mm-hmm.
And the box is really cool too.
You guys are doing that, and I'm jamming out to Survivor in my head, thanks to Casa.
Yes. Yeah, the research. Yeah, so true.
Oh, one more thing. Gotta show this is cool. So this is from the Deadpool sticker set. Okay. I had no idea, but Ghost Rider makes the full image with Deadpool.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool.
That is cool. What you got to show us, Matt?
Oh no, you want to know embarrassment? So I have a couple comics just sitting around here, and I happened to like move one, and inside one of the pages was a sketch card. I don't know how it got in there, but I could have lost it forever. So now I'm gonna have to start shaking out all these comics.
I'm coming over. That's enough. I can't take this anymore. It started when I had to see sketch cards in a freaking plastic brick thing stacked on each other. And now this, like, I can't do this anymore, Matt. Like this is like weighing on my heart. Like I don't think I have the nerves for this life.
I don't know. I must have been doing binders here, and I must have put it down.
That's a good looking one too, by the way. I didn't get a good look at it, but it looked like a nice one.
Jason Saldaño.
Yeah, that looks like a really nice sketch card, Matt. Not like a comic book gloss sketch card. That looks like a legit $500+ sketch card.
Crack inserted too, which is even crazier. It's not.
Are you serious? I thought that was an AP.
Nope.
And matriarch.
Well, I mean, Sorry. It could be an aftermarket. I would have to go back and see who I got. I did buy it on eBay. It is not an AP stock, but it is possible.
Nice.
But Jason, I think, was on the set, so maybe I feel better about that. And it is numbered. He put that it's 12 out of the 40 he did. So,
wow.
Now I got to double check that. Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
This was a lot of fun. We're gonna wind it down. Oh, that's cool, Jordan. Tuesday night, I was playing a game called Unmatched with some friends. There are some Marvel characters in the game, and I found one card that has Cable on it. That's actually really cool. That is as deep as the rabbit hole goes, man.
You know what I would like? We talked about bootleg, just a side note here, and I thought I saw one on Etsy. I have so much Marvel Snap art. I would love custom-made Marvel Snap cards to go with the art.
It would be really
cool.
Like
if they published them and did an actual limited card set, but I don't know.
I hope they do
the rights to that. So
I really hope they do. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. I have the Silver Surfer snap art piece because I liked it, but I also got it because I was like, this actually might be one day a card. I actually really like Marvel Snap too, so I'd love to see those as cards. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's really cool. I would love to see some. I like custom cards and bootleg cards. I don't drive myself crazy collecting them, and it's frustrating when someone doesn't say they're bootleg or custom. But I think people do some really nice work out there.
Yeah, it would be nice for me. My goal is to have the card behind each piece.
Yes,
and for those, I only would have a printout since it's digital. So having something physical would be nice for sure.
Well, if you let me know, I'll help you. I can do something.
I swear I saw somebody on Etsy one time doing it.
Yeah, Justin even had a video on it, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, he did.
Right?
He had a video on it. Yeah. Yeah, he had a video. One of his videos, him and Manu were opening that box of Marvel Snap.
Oh, so there are official bootleg. Okay. Good to know. Something else to add to the search.
And that is the title I will be changing our thumbnail to. The search is not over. We are just getting started, apparently. But I just want to say thank you all so much. This was another very fun stream. I've had like 25, 30 people here. This is really nice. Thank you all so much. We'll do another stream. We'll get some other things going. Maybe do some giveaways. I know it was mostly talking tonight, but we'll get some stuff going. Thank you all for being here. This is really fun. William, thank you for coming. Matt, this was really fun, man. Thanks for doing with this, me.
Had the stealth goat here all along too.
I didn't even notice. That's amazing. This is awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you everybody for watching. Have a good night. Thanks everybody.
Bye guys.